Today you'll be working as the prep employee for Kalamata. In order to work this shift, you must have completed knife training. The PPE for this job is the usual cloth apron, latex gloves, and cut gloves depending on what you are doing. As with any prep job, communication with the concept's cook is important. The first thing you should do is talk to your cook to see what they need you to accomplish during your shift. The most common food item needed prepped is the cold sandwich or wrap item to be served during the meal period. The wrap ingredients will either be in the Kalamata cooler or the cook may have already set them out for you. If not, you will need to go to the cheese and produce coolers to gather your ingredients. You will then prepare the wrapper sandwich as indicated by the cook. For wraps, you will need to have a cutting board with a wet rag underneath to avoid slipping and a knife so that you may cut the wraps in half for the customers. Any excess ingredients should also be wrapped, dated, and placed in the regular cooler. Aside from the sandwiches and wraps, the Kalamata prep employee will also be responsible for plating up the desserts necessary for the meal period. These may include cakes, cupcakes, cheesecakes, and tiramisu. The cheesecakes and tiramisu must be placed on the cold top on the back of the dessert shelf, while the other desserts may be placed anywhere on the shelves. For most of the cakes, we generally garnish the plate with a small amount of chocolate sauce before placing the slice on it. The last responsibility of Kalamata prep is to prepare the KoolAid or other mixed beverage to be served for the period. If there is no mix underneath the silver table at the concept, more can be found in the dry stock area. You can mix the KoolAid powder with 4 pitchers of water and stir until it dissolves. Wrap and date the container and place it in the walk-in cooler. It is possible that you will also need to prep pizza dough for the meal period. The dough machine can be turned on and off with the green and red buttons on the side. The rollers inside the machine have levers that determine their speed. The top one should be set to 4 and the bottom set to 3. Flour is kept in a black pan underneath the counter, and a perforating roller can be found in one of the drawers of the center island. It is important to spray cooking oil on the pizza screens prior to placing the dough through the machine to avoid any sticking while it's in the oven. Sprinkle a little bit of flour through the machine before putting the dough through. Once you put the dough through the first set of rollers, you need to rotate it 90 degrees and then place it through the second set of rollers. Once it comes out, you can place it on the screen and put it on a pizza rack for the maker to use later. Once you complete each of your tasks, consult the concept cook and student leader to see if they need any more help before leaving for the day. You should now be ready to work your first Kalamata prep shift. Good luck, and don't be afraid to ask the cook or student leader any questions that you may have.